Back on March 15th, we had our last in-person worship service. And ever since then, we've been having digital worship services with recorded sermons and then over Zoom. But I am excited to tell you that next week, May 31st, we will have our first worship service back in the building. This will be the first of 3 phases that we are implementing in our reopening strategy. Now, when we move from phase 1 into phases 2 or 3 is going to be a matter of discernment and discretion, and we need to stay flexible. And so, to avoid confusion, in this video, I'm just going to address phase 1. So, here's how things are going to work on May 31st and for the Sundays following. First of all, we are going to continue to offer worship over Zoom. And so if you feel sick, or if somebody in your home feels sick, or if you're an at-risk individual, or you just aren't comfortable coming back to church yet, you can still come through Zoom the way that you have been. You can log in with the same information, same time, same everything. However, I imagine that most of us are going to want to come back to worship in the building. And so when you come in the building, you'll see that the lobby is going to be cordoned off. That is in keeping with the guidelines that have come out for churches in our county that still want us to be cautious about socializing before and after services. So we just won't have use of the lobby, but we will be able to enter the auditorium. In the auditorium, we are going to have clusters of chairs that are spaced out according to the 6-foot rule, rather than having rows of chairs. And the auditorium will have enough seating for about 35 people. There will also be similar seating for 15 to 20 people in the classrooms, where you can watch a live feed of what's going on in the auditorium. In both the auditorium and in the classrooms, we're going to have the windows and doors propped open. That's to help promote air circulation and ventilation, and to keep us from having to touch door handles. We will be singing together.
Praise the Lord!
But we will be asking you to wear a face mask. If you don't have a face mask, the church will provide them to you. You'll be able to get those when you come in the door. If you are attending over Zoom, you will be able to hear the singing in the auditorium. We're not going to be using recordings anymore. I don't know what the sound quality is going to be like, but we'll figure that out as we go. We will be celebrating communion with the sealed communion cups. There will be no coffee, there will be no tea or snacks, refreshments, and no potlucks. We're hoping our first potluck will be in July. There will be no Sunday school and no supervised nursery during phase 1. We are asking everybody to arrive in time to begin worship at 10 o'clock sharp. Thank you guys for being so gracious and so flexible. If you have any questions, please just let me know. I know I'm excited for us to be back together, even if it's not everything that we're accustomed to, and I hope that you're excited too.